Actually, I am here today at Miami Whitewater Park in southern Ohio, and behind me you can see a view of some woods across the lake. And my husband and I come here quite a lot in the summer just to hang out and picnic and whatever. And it was actually just one day I was sitting here looking across that view, which I find really peaceful, and I began to wonder what was in the woods. I can't really I could get in a boat and go exploring, but I didn't. I let my imagination take over, and I just came up with some more questions. Every question I asked myself evolved into a new question, and one of the questions was, if I were a woman living on this side of the lake, what would make me go over to that side of the lake late at night in the dark? And that is really where the plot for this book began to be born. Yes, it's going to be the first book in my series set in the small town of Destiny, Ohio, and I'm really excited about that. I feel like readers really love series right now. They really like books that feel familiar and books that take them back to a community they're already a little bit familiar with. So I'm super excited about the opportunity to write a series for Avon. Destiny is a quaint small town in southeastern Ohio, where you might find more than your fair share of bad boys and the women who can tame them. It's a very quaint small town with things like an apple orchard and a town square and a cute little bookstore called Under the Covers, where several of the heroines of the books either work or hang out and chit-chat and have a book club. My work kind of evolved naturally in that direction over the last few books. I never really planned to start writing about small towns, but I think I did out of just a natural yearning. And I think that, like many people living in this really fast-paced post-9/11 world that we're in, I found myself kind of yearning for simpler times and a simpler way of life. And my readers seem to enjoy my small town settings, and I suspect it can be for the same reasons that maybe they too yearn for a simpler way of life. So a small town setting really seemed to be the way to go, and it's a very natural way for me to write because I grew up in a small town. The books are not going to be very different from my previous books. Lots of bad boys, lots of sex, lots of passion, lots of angst. The thing that is different is that they are all tied together so that you will get to know the characters in future books before you're actually reading their stories. You'll get to revisit characters from previous books and find out what's going on with them. So it's really been fun just to mold a whole community, but yet at the same time it's still, each book will be what you think of as a Toni Blake book.